Since 2011, there has been a 59% increase in teens reporting depressive symptoms. This is a statistic from a documentary called Screenagers, a thought-provoking movie that dives deep into the science behind teens' emotional challenges. And if you haven't seen it, one organization is on a mission to change that. I'd like to welcome Wendy Methvin, Executive Director at Social Emotional Learning for South Carolina. Wendy, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.
So I want to ask, before we get into this interesting film I'm excited to talk about, what is Social Emotional Learning for South Carolina?
So we are a nonprofit organization, and our mission is to help children and adults across South Carolina learn life skills. These could be defined as like having empathy, learning how to have better relationships, making good decisions, and things like that.
Would you say like emotional intelligence?
Yeah, it can have a variety of terminologies. You'll hear soft skills, life skills, character development, and things like that.
And that's so special because, you know, when we're young, it's, you know, education, 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 but this is, you know, life skills that I feel are, you know, almost paramount. Has there been a record number of like seeing, you know, these depressive symptoms, anxiety systems in, you know, teenagers?
Oh, definitely, and especially post-pandemic. I read a statistic recently that said that over 90% increase in teens expressing mental health issues to pediatricians. So just the depressive and anxiety and things that are mental health issues that we have such compassion for these teens, and we are just really important. We really want to bring these films to them so that they can make better decisions and have better health.
And now you mentioned since COVID, you know, you've seen it increase, but the digital age, do you feel like that has a lot to do with this issue?
Yes, definitely, and that's why we're so excited to present these films. The films are called Screenagers, which is of course a play on words, screens and teenagers, and they are co-produced by a filmmaker and a medical doctor on the West Coast.
Okay, why did you decide to go with this particular film?
Well, these films are so well done. They involve experts from both academic institutions and medical institutions. They follow teens and interview them. They talk to parents, and they, most importantly, provide solutions and ideas for how to help families better navigate these very important issues.
Yeah, and now has your organization ever done anything like this before?
We're excited to be the first to take this across the state. We have started in Charleston. We began in July. We took one of the screenings as a private screening to the SCEA, which is a teachers association, and then we took a second one as a private screening to the Mount Pleasant Police Department, where they are responsible for SROs, and so they attended. And then we have 3 more that we are bringing to Charleston the first one starts October 17th.
Wonderful.
That's at West Ashley High School. And then the next one is at Lucy Beckham High School, and that is for all of Mount Pleasant District 2 schools, and anyone, because it's a community-wide event. And then we have an event at Seacoast Church in Mount Pleasant, and again, it's open to the public.
Okay, and something that I have to highlight is not only are you guys showing this film, but it's followed by a Q&A session. So what is, if I was to go, what could I expect from that experience?
Yes, so that's what I'm really excited about, because it's differentiating us from the other screenagers that are shown across the country. What I've done is brought in different parenting experts. We have an adolescent psychologist from MUSC. We have medical doctors, pediatricians, life coaches, and they are participating on our panel so that parents can ask, or teens can ask them questions that are related to the topics that are addressed in the 2 films.
Yeah. And now, so this is definitely geared towards both parents and kids. Is there a certain age limit that you would recommend if they're this or older?
Yeah, that's a great question. I believe that parents know their children the best, so they'll make the decisions. But the Screenagers filmmakers did post on their website probably the minimum age would be around 10 years old, just based on the topics that we're discussing.
Mm-hmm. And you see a lot of 10-year-olds with cell phones nowadays too. Mm-hmm. So, and now this is a free event, right?
It is.
But the donations are for $25. You can, a family of 4 can go and see the movie and have food and snacks. So how can people donate and help you guys further?
Thank you so much for asking. Yes, because we're a nonprofit organization, we are completely dependent on donations and sponsors. So as you mentioned, if someone was willing to give $25, that would help us pay for the cost to put this on for a family of 4 and provide refreshments. And then we're also hoping that sponsors, businesses will help us. It costs a lot to license these films and put them on, but we have such a passion about the importance of this, and we know that it is really going to make an impact. So we're looking forward to whoever can help us make this happen.
Yes, and we are thankful that we have an organization like yours in our community to help our little kids. So SEL4SC.org is your website?
That's correct.
Perfect, and you can go there and find out all the information. We'll put that down below. Wendy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here.
We're back in 2 minutes.